the sound below. The first time they heard it, they thought it was a wail, long, low, mournful. It rolled up through the hull of the research vessel Asterion at 3:42 a.m., vibrating the coffee mugs in the galley and the bolts in the floor plates. The sonar technician logged it as unidentified vocalization and went back to his crossword. The second time, it lasted longer. Not a call, a note, perfectly steady, perfectly deep, like something enormous humming to itself in the dark. Lena was on hydrophone duty when it came again. The sound filled her headphones so completely she gasped and tore them off, certain something had burst. But the waveform on her screen wasn't distorted. It was clean, mathematical, too precise for any animal she'd ever studied. She replayed it at half speed. The pitch dropped into a range humans couldn't hear. The pattern didn't change. It wasn't a voice. It was a signal. "Probably tectonic," said Grant, the captain, when she showed him. "Rock doesn't hold a note," Lena replied. He shrugged. "Then it's a whale with ambition." She didn't laugh, because the third time it sounded, it came from directly beneath the ship. The ocean was 3 miles deep below them. No light, no plants, no surface creatures, just pressure and cold and blackness, thick as ink. The hum rose again. This time it climbed in pitch, not randomly, deliberately, like it was searching. The sonar screen flickered. A shape appeared. At first, Lena thought it was interference, a smear of gray rising from the bottom. But interference doesn't move with symmetry. This did. It expanded evenly, edges smooth like something unfolding. Her throat tightened. "Captain, you need to see this." Grant leaned over her shoulder. The shape kept rising. Slow, controlled, massive. The scale marker blinked. Whatever it was bigger than the ship. The humming stopped. The silence hit harder than the sound had. Lena whispered, "Why did it stop?" Grant didn't answer. Because the sonar had changed. The shape wasn't rising anymore. It was hovering right beneath them. The hull ticked softly. Once, twice. Then, knock. Both of them froze. Another knock. Not random. Not drifting debris. Not thermal contraction. 3 evenly spaced taps. Something was knocking on the ship. Lena felt her scalp prickle. "That's not possible." "Knock, knock, knock," Grant swallowed. "Maybe it's testing the hull." "Nothing 3 miles down tests things." The sonar shape shifted, rotated, aligned. With them, the water outside the observation port darkened, not with shadow, with movement. Something vast slid past the glass, close enough to block what little bioluminescence drifted in the depths. Lena saw texture, not skin, not scales, plates. Huge overlapping plates like black glass. They moved silently, each segment gliding over the next with mechanical precision. Then a circle appeared, a ring in the darkness. It took her brain a moment to understand what she was seeing. It was an eye. It didn't glow, it didn't blink. It simply opened. Inside it, there was no pupil, no iris, just a deep, reflective surface, like polished obsidian. And in that surface, she saw herself, tiny, fragile, floating above an abyss that had just opened its gaze. The hull vibrated. A new sound filled the ship, not through speakers, through metal, through bone. A tone so low it felt like gravity had changed. Grant gripped the railing. It's talking. The tone shifted, rose slightly, paused, rose again. A pattern. Lena stared at the sonar waveform. Her breath caught. It's not a noise. What is it? It's structured. Another tone. Different interval. Her hands trembled as she overlaid the signals. Her screen translated frequency to visual spacing. Dots, lines, dots. Her voice barely existed. It's sending pulses in ratios. Grant frowned. Meaning? She swallowed. Meaning it's using math. The eye outside rotated, focused tighter on the window, waiting. The hull thrummed. Once more, a single tone, short, expectant. Lena whispered, "It's asking something." Grant's voice was thin. "What?" She stared at the pattern again, at the spacing, at the repetition, at the terrifying clarity of it. "It's asking," she said slowly, "if we can answer." Silence flooded the ship. Crew members were gathering now, drawn by the vibration, by the tension, by the impossible presence outside the glass. The eye did not move. Another tone, softer, patient. Lena's hands hovered over the console. "If I send a ping back, same pattern." Grant looked at the abyss outside, at the thing waiting in it. Then he nodded once. "Answer." Her finger pressed the transmit key. The ship released a single, perfect tone into the deep. It echoed downward, into the dark, into the waiting thing. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then the eye widened. The plates along its body rippled like a slow, silent wave, and from the deep, ancient black beneath the world, something else, a new sound, answered back.